Yo, welcome back. All Nothin Podcast, episode 19. I'm here with my dog, Zach. I'm Mazo.
This the All or None Podcast, episode 19.
Let's get it.
We could guarantee you we're going to keep it 55th Street with you throughout the whole time that this is going on. So
A topic that we kind of talked about a little bit this morning was that the Gulf Stream, some worldly climate stuff, the Gulf Stream by 2025 could be no longer.
Can you explain the Gulf Stream, like how you explained it to me earlier, the most simplest form?
I think, basically I think it is just a warm water current that's coming up from the south that like pushes it from the south up to like the Atlantic, and it's just warm water. So I think that when the current like that goes, a lot of moving water will be at a standstill because there's no longer that flow. And then also with temperatures, I don't know exactly what it does. I'm not a fucking
marine biologist.
I'm not a fucking marine biologist, but it's gonna affect I would assume, the coral reefs with the temperature, some flooding, some sea levels will be rising on coast because there's no longer a current.
What you said earlier to me made so much sense, and break it down for the people in the back is if you ever seen the movie Finding Nemo, and the turtles they got in this stream or current that was kind of faster than all of the other surrounding water, and they were able to kind of travel with that current to their mating destination,
like migrating stuff.
Exactly, and that's what's going on. That's a real thing. They got that little current. I think there's one in the sky too, or some sort of
birds
like a
migrate
vortex
like that,
or some shit like that. But yeah, whatever the case may be, don't get me started on the Area 51 shit. But
there's a vortex in the sky.
Yeah, that's what's happening, and just like everything else that global warming is affecting, if we don't figure this shit out, it's gonna be ending.
You like Shark Week? You like National Geographic? It's gonna be no longer. You know what I mean? If you want to watch Shark Week, you better start getting your shit together.
It's low key. That shit just passed too.
It did. I used to, bro. When I was younger, I used to look forward to Shark Week.
Oh God, I still
Sharks
do.
are cool.
Shout out to National Geographic. Shout out to Animal Planet.
Animal Planet.
Hombruski. Gang. Charles.
That was terrible. Come on, camera. You really let me down right there.
But
yeah, so not good. You know how it goes with a lot of this climate change stuff. We just gotta, people can laugh all they want, but you know what? It's not hard to make a little bit of effort just to not litter and clean up after yourself and recycle the right way. You know what I mean? It makes a big difference.
I mean, look at McDonald's. Don't even give you a fucking straw no more. Because we're trying to save the turtles.
Exactly.
They stopped. Do they even make 6-packs with the little plastic
I
ring
think that's
anymore?
done now.
They just put them in boxes. Yeah, we do all types of other little shit.
Yeah, so, you know what I'm saying? Do your part, and we could maybe try to reverse the currents. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, God. Well, let's kind of segue into this. My cousin, boom, I'm from Chicago. Everybody knows that. My cousin went to day 1 of 2 of Lil Durk at the United Center. And, which ain't nothing out of the ordinary. Durk been performing in Chicago for a while now. But my cousin was telling me how wild the show was. And obviously, you seen all the shit on Instagram, right? Looting the merch, the merch stands. They're jumping behind there. They're taking, in the United Center, just acting.
See, I always thought that too. Like, I would love to go to a Durk show or whatever, but would it be crazy as shit? And
in Chicago, I feel like he's had some successful shows in Chicago. This is probably the first time that I heard of something like this.
Oh, really?
As far as
well, there you go.
They wasn't letting him perform in Chicago for the longest time.
Because of potential violence.
Exactly.
So people were looting all this stuff and then...
Man, going crazy, bro. I'm talking about just, being super reckless. And there was a chick who had said that she had got stabbed, actually. I was just watching the news thing on that, and man, look, it's crazy, bro.
God dang, dude.
No doubt.
How was the show, though, overall? So it was good, or what?
She said the show was super good. The people were super ratchet.
You said to me that she even said to go as far as people were dancing along with the blicks out.
She said that there was metal detectors and security searching people at the door, but throughout the duration of the show, nigga, they was hearing their favorite song. They was pulling the blicks out. They was. You don't want no smoke. You know what I'm saying? They was saying, this ain't what you want. With the blicks out in the crowd singing along at the concert at the United Center, like it would, they was back on the hood, and one of the dope boys was freestyling or something, man. But Chicago is different, bro. Chicago's so different, but shout out to them.
Bro, it also reminds me of a show that we went to that we almost got killed.
One of the most deadliest concerts that I've been to. That's what, man,
Bro,
listen.
no cap at all. That was one of the craziest shows a couple years ago. And this was not death by violence. This was death by crowd asphyxiation.
But it was violent though.
But it was
not
crazy.
violent like in the physical way.
Gun violence. But
it was just so many people jammed into this venue. No AC. The body heat was literally overwhelming. Like,
packed in there like sardines.
yeah, dude. And then you got the people who are trying to, I mean, which we were pretty guilty of trying to work our way to the front. You know what I'm saying?
We definitely tried for a while, and
But
then
yeah,
it was like.
Then there was we made our way to the, oh no, we got damn near up to the front. Like,
And then it was so crazy.
It was just so crazy, bro. That's where we almost died at,
Yeah,
low-key.
and I think you're like, I'm going back, and then you turn around, and I'm like, I'm out of here too.
Right. The closer we got to the front, the more tight and just clusterfuck it was. Like, it was super claustrophobic. And so, like, yeah, here we are. We went through all of these people. We're like 5-10 feet from the stage, and we're just like, man, we're turning around.
Yeah.
And we walked all the way to the back, and we were able to get out of the crowd of people and stand and get some air and cool off.
It
And
was
just
like,
way
as
better.
soon as you got out of that crowd, it was like, oh my gosh, some cool air. It was amazing, but
Facts. And it was better just watching the show. Even though we were so far away, it was
Way
just better
better.
watching. It was Lil Uzi.
it was Lil Uzi. I was
I don't
going
know
to
if we
say,
said
no, a
that.
couple years ago, we went to a Lil Uzi show at the
Yeah.
Rave in Milwaukee,
Milwaukee.
Wisconsin. And, you know, Uzi, the show was good. It was turned up, but
super
it was
turned.
just way too packed, too many people. You couldn't move. When the crowd went, you went, and
Yes, that was
Yeah.
what it was. I think, did somebody start fighting or something? So the crowd started like backing up, and it was so tight in there that when anybody moved, you were moving too. So like,
almost off your feet. You know what
it
I'm saying?
was
Like,
at
felt
one
you
point
were-
where we were literally like on 45-degree angle, and I remember this little chick, she's holding on and looking at me, and she's like, "Don't let me fall." And I'm like, "Shit, like, don't let me fall. Like, we're
Right.
about to go."
I
It's
had a girl
100
pass me,
people.
ask me to help her. It was crazy. You know,
Real
like
talk, bro,
the vibe
like-
was not good.
It was crazy.
Yeah, and I think, you know what? If you've ever had a crazy concert experience like that, because you definitely hear about it in the news, make sure you drop a comment. Let us know what like your craziest concert experience
Most
is.
deadliest concert, yeah.
Like, have you ever been to a show and felt like, man, this is hot. I feel like I'm about to pass out. I feel like it's kind of common.
Hey, all jokes aside, if you're a Travis Scott Astro World survivor, comment, let us know your story. I mean, shit, we might could get you on here.
Because that's probably one of the more famous ones that you heard about as
bro.
of recently, the Travis Scott show.
I
That
mean,
those people got trampled.
there was, I seen a thing on Netflix about like the 99 Woodstock or something. It was like a,
Yeah.
Man, listen, some of them get crazy. I ain't gonna capture.
Yo, yeah, it's definitely crazy.
But yeah, shout out Lil Uzi too, because the show was lit.
Show was lit.
Speaking of shows, Babyface Ray is at the Rave on August 25th.
I see that.
Did you notice that I was looking at the balcony seats and not the floor seats?
Yeah, bro, because I feel like if I go back to a show at the Rave, they're going to be balcony seats.
Gotta be balcony. It's like $150.
That's cool. I'd rather pay the extra few bucks to have just a balcony, your own little spot. Isn't
Man,
it like
I
your
would
own
never,
little...
I would never go back on that floor
Not
again.
absolutely not. You know, because every episode, I'm sure everybody's thinking Zach's always up on the music, and Mazel's just like, no, I haven't listened to it. So I actually tuned in this weekend.
Basically,
Yeah,
that
it
new
was
joint
fire.
crazy,
It was pretty
yeah.
fire. I liked it. I put it on. I was golfing, hole 18, just let the bitch run through. It's got some bangers on there. So,
So with that being said, like and subscribe, comment,
yeah. Let us know what you think about that.
follow Bros Golf Channel,
Yeah, follow me on YouTube too.
Instagram.
Instagram. Follow all our socials.
You got your golf channel and shit. I'm like, man, maybe I should just kind of do something by myself. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I think,
Not really sure what I would do, but
I think you should do like some cooking stuff.
a lot of people I feel like say that. Man, I'm gonna have to,
Bro, and like when you're doing like just you don't gotta do YouTube video. You could literally get millions of followers on just doing Instagram. Do a page and you would just do reels, quick little like cut videos of like cooking dishes.
no, that's facts. That's facts. You gotta be creative.
Yeah, you do. Get your editing
I feel like you
style.
gotta nowadays, and which is another thing is that there's so many. It's so flooded. Everything is saturated. TikTok is saturated. That's why it's so easy for people to get on. It's not easy for some people to get on because it's like there's so much shit.
many.
you know, people are liking shit, but sometimes they just see so much shit that sometimes they just get bored and they're not really liking shit, even though they may like a video, but that's just how it is. That's how YouTube is. People will literally be a fan of yours and watch every video you drop, but are not subscribed. And
yeah, most times. I mean, most times people even say on their videos a lot of times, like, I'm looking at my analytics and like 70% of you guys aren't subscribers that watch regularly. So please subscribe, you know,
real shit.
Because that helps the channel out, liking it and subscribing.
I feel like my thing is me personally, I'm not super computer savvy. I didn't start subscribing to shit on YouTube for a long time because I really didn't understand the concept of it, you know. But now that I like with like Snapchat and shit like that, I kind of get it, and I also understand that subscribing helps them get paid and shit like this. So
Right.
I try and subscribe more. I was watching some prison. I started watching more and more interviews, and I said, no, I didn't watch a lot of this shit. Let me go ahead and subscribe to him.
Exactly. Yeah, it's good to do that.
Yeah, for sure. Subscribe to your favorite content creators.
Yeah, subscribe to our channels. Good looking. Exact. Shout out the golf page for me.
Bro. Let's see what else we got on here. G Herbo.
Yeah, I've seen that. Gerbo he got into some trouble, didn't he?
Thought that since he was a millionaire, he could do some scamming. I scam a couple $1 million. I'm making a couple $1 million, so they won't be able to tell which is which. But you know, it probably was somebody in the clique that slipped up. Maybe somebody in the clique that got caught. You ain't see he had posted a what do they call it? It was like a eerie kind of coded Instagram message that said, "I know bro them won't tell on me like they did Thug." You know, light threat. I think it was a light threat. You know what I'm saying, to the guys. Letting them know, yo, I can't tell you individually, don't fucking open your mouth, but I know you ain't gonna do me like they did Thug, and you know what this mean. And you see this shit, everybody in the world is all on XXL and shit now. So he got his message out there, and I feel like shit, whoever was receiving it, received it. Also, YouTube content shit, if they were making a movie about us, who would you want to play you?
I don't know, man. Somebody cool.
Let me see. I'm trying to think. Who gonna play you? I mean, it ain't gonna be identical. You know what I'm saying? But, I don't know. You kind of like an Adam Sandler looking motherfucker, no doubt. I mean, not in the rude way. Obviously, he's old and shit now. But
no, yeah.
you kind of got that vibe going on. So, I don't know. People always told me that I kind of look like the fat guy from 8 Mile, Eminem's big friend. The 10 Freaky Girls guy. Which, I mean, I get it. I see the resemblance. We both light-skinned, kind of fat, you know, chubby guys, blah, 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 even though dude don't really...
No, he didn't have a beard. And he was also like 6... Didn't he seem like 6'5"?
Yeah, he was tall as fuck. Yeah, I ain't that tall, but I get it. I wouldn't necessarily...
I don't know who I'd want to play me.
If you think you know who I look like or an actor who should play me in the remake of Me and Bro Life, comment down below and drop that.
That'd be pretty funny.
If I think it's funny, I'm definitely shouting you out. No bad.
The AI shit. I can't believe that.
What are you talking about, like ChatGPT?
Yes, bro.
Man, listen.
Bro, tell the people what that app is. It's like an AI app. What's it called?
So it's called ChatGPT, which the shit is already famous. Like, they were already talking about kids doing their homework.
Exactly.
With
so it's just an app, basically, right? An AI app. You can ask it questions, but, bro, tell them what you were telling me this morning.
But this is the thing, though, bro.
Crazy.
Snapchat has that same thing.
Yeah, I see that.
The AI, bro. But yeah, anyway, so
bro, is one AI better than another AI?
Some say yes. I'm not sure. Like, I'm not super computer savvy at all. But I have been hearing about
right?
ChatGPT. I have been hearing about it, blah, blah, blah. I figured that it was too far above my pay grade as far as computers goes, because like I said, I'm not really computer savvy. So, but I was talking to a friend of mine about it, asking him, you know, blah, blah, blah. He was telling me about it, and I actually downloaded the app on my phone, ChatGPT, and shit, I was looking at some of the examples of questions that people asked it, so I start asking it questions on my own, and it's crazy just how fast that you ask it a question. Hey, why does Saturn have rings that's only visible on these days? And it will literally, boom, like a computer, just go and start typing in a whole paragraph, paper, book. You know, I mean, you probably could tell it to write you a book, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Right.
Write me a story about my life, including these facts, and name the facts, and it will literally take those facts, write a story about, like, it's crazy.
It's crazy, you know. So it's one of those things where very useful. You could use it for a lot of things, but you know, do you think one day that a lot of jobs is this about to be like some Will Smith iRobot type shit?
You never know.
You never know. Soon we're gonna have robots walking the streets. You know, like robot police. I mean, you would think why wouldn't you? You'd have a robot army, robot police. You know, you'd rather fight with robots than real people. So man, it's just when.
Man, listen. Like you said, not probably in our lifetime though.
No.
Maybe a couple years down the road or something. Yeah, definitely generations for sure. But they thought the flying car was a myth. I seen the FDA or something, just FDA. I don't even know if that's the right.
It's only a matter of time before we're hovering around or whatever.
Facts. I remember when we thought like phones with being able to see the person who you were talking to was a long shot.
Absolutely.
You know?
I mean, electric cars or a lot of stuff.
Yeah, RIP to the people at Ocean Gate.
Yeah.
But with that being said, oh shit. Real quick, let's see if there's anything else. Oh, dude, this was something that had just popped up today, was that the ex-NFL player Michael Orr, who was the star of the guy who the movie The Blind Side was based on, he's coming out publicly saying now that the people who played his family in the movie, who supposedly adopted him and took him into their home and basically guided him along his way until NFL career. You know what I'm saying? He's coming out publicly saying that they never adopted him, and basically it was all a scheme for them to get money out of him. Like,
that's crazy. It's a lot. That movie was super popular.
Yeah, super successful. I'm assuming that they got a large percentage. He says that he got nothing off of it. And
when it was about his life, he was the one that. You know what I mean? That's what generated everything.
Which was super weird though, because there's so many pictures of him with them, and how many years later is it? You know what I'm saying?
That's a little strange, I guess, to think about too. You know,
I almost feel like this might be a broke move on some. It's X amount of years later, at least 10 plus, if not damn near 20, and shit, I'm broke now. Where can I? You know, where's that money from here? Oh, they ain't got it. Now I gotta go public on you. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like,
did you watch the Nate Diaz fight?
I was at work when Nate Diaz fought Jake Paul, but I had said the day before that Jake Paul was gonna put hands to him. I seen him in the what do they call it? The face-off, the before ring kind of weigh-in and shit like that. I'm sorry, Nate Diaz, you look like a fucking crackhead there. He was so just thin, shaky, like he just didn't look stable at all. It looked like he missed leg day his entire fucking life.
It's just, you know, you listen to interviews and it's like you can tell dude's been fighting for a long time, got his head bashed a few times. He just sounds slow. Sure, you know what I mean?
Sure. I mean,
yeah, but he doesn't look like he was in the best shape.
I knew Jake Paul was gonna put the hands. I didn't think he was gonna do him like that, but
did he knock him out?
Yeah.
Oh, he did.
I mean, yeah, I would assume they consider that a TKO. He pinked him. He went down. Yeah.
I'd like to actually watch that. I didn't watch it either. I was busy, and you know, it's one of those things. But I never really been a huge fan of Jake Paul, but the more you see how hard he does work, then you can kind of respect a little more. It's not just complete antics.
True.
You know, he actually can back it up. Well, shit, we appreciate you guys rocking with us. Episode 19 in the books.
Yep. Episode 20 next.
Episode 20 next, on the way. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share.
20 episodes, that's crazy.
20 episodes in. I think maybe we'll do something special on the next episode. We'll do some brainstorming now, and then maybe we'll do something kind of special for the 20th episode. Like I said, we're at 100 subscribers, so we appreciate all the love. You know, we're trying to get this thing going. So, you know, for real, like, drop a comment. Let us know what you think, what you want to see. And, you know, we appreciate the feedback.
But this is episode 19, Menace in the Books. We're going to talk to you next time.
All Nothin Podcast. We out here.
Oh, God.
Peace.